Tarot, and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Aries might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is for July 1st through the 7th, 2020. Keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless, so whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, most likely you'll find a message for you within the reading. Also, if you feel like it doesn't completely resonate with you, keep in mind that this is a generalized reading, and if you are familiar with your other planetary placements, you can listen to those signs as well for additional messages. Okay, with all that being said, let's go ahead and calibrate these cards to the astrological sign of Aries and ask our angels, guides, and ancestors for any love messages for Aries for the first week of July 2020. I can't believe it's July already. Wow. One more time. All right, now I'm going to divide these into 3 stacks. Ooh, okay. All right, the card on the bottom of the deck, you'll see as soon as I do, it is the Knight of Swords. Okay, yes, it was in reverse. I don't read reversals. I read more traditionally. When tarot first came about, it was always read upright. The reading and reversals thing has only been over the last few decades. It's more modern, and like I said, I tend to read more traditionally. Now that Knight of Swords, that's that energy that is like the go-get-em energy. This is something where you're making a beeline towards something. It's the fastest knight in the deck, and there's going to be a lot of things that come around really quickly. Okay, as we go through your spread, I'm going to show you how that card's going to relate to different cards that come up in the reading for you. And for those of you who are new here, I do 4 rows. The first row has to do with you, what you've been dealing with in the recent past, what you're currently dealing with, and things that are coming towards you. The second column is the same thing, only it's for your twin flame, your soulmate, your karmic partner, your divine counterpart. This could be an ex you still feel that really deep soul tie with, that you would love to reconcile with. It could be somebody you just met, all right? The third row is about inner fears, anxieties, obstacles, challenges, and things that are blocking us from achieving what it is that we want in our life, okay? Now, in the last column is outcome. And I've just laid out 2 cards in each of the 4 rows. I'm going to do this 2 more times for a grand total of 24 cards. So by the time we get to the end of the reading, then we have a pretty good idea about what's going on for the first week. Okay. Now, yeah, so we have this 10 of Pentacles. Sorry, let me get it turned around properly. Yeah, so we have this 10 of Pentacles and the Sun card. So you may have felt like you've had quite a bit of success that's going on in your life in the most, recent past, and things that are coming towards you. If you haven't, you may be having a new opportunity that's coming towards you. With the Pentacles being involved, this can mean 2 things. That might mean that you are having a new job offer, which gives you more opportunity to meet more people and possibly a love interest. Or it could be that this situation of stability and happiness is coming into your life really quickly, okay? If it hasn't shown up yet, it's coming. Now, for your partner's card, we have that Hanged Man as well as the 9 of Wands. And so you might be feeling like, this situation is maybe not moving as quickly as you would like it to be, that it's kind of been stagnant, and you are more of that, let's go, let's make this happen, we're not getting any younger here kind of feeling. Maybe your biological clock is ticking. There's all kinds of, sorry, dropped it. There's all kinds of things that are going on here, but you might feel like, this relationship that you're in is kind of stagnant. And it's starting to make you feel as if there's maybe something else going on here. Like, what's the holdup? All right, in your obstacles and challenges, we have that King of Cups and we have that Seven of Wands. And yeah, so you're feeling very confident. You're feeling like, you know, you have this love to give and you're ready to make it happen and you're ready to make that commitment. But yet at the same time, you're starting to maybe feel a little guarded. You're starting to feel a little defensive about this. Like, why? You're beginning to question why your partner isn't moving as quickly as you are into this new relationship. You know, y'all go watch that movie. He's just not that into you. You know, because really and truly, if a man is interested in you, he will get in touch with you. It doesn't matter if he has to get up and go to work the next morning. Men don't really play hard to get. That's more of a girl thing, you know. And so here you are waiting. You're waiting for this to happen. Sometimes you can wait a long time. You know, if you're in a relationship with somebody and 2 years, 3 years, 4 years have gone by, even if you're living with them and they still haven't proposed or they still haven't made you that offer of love, truthfully, it's probably just not going to happen for a while, and you might not want to hear that. You could sit there and be content and everything, stay there for a while, but you could be like this guy. You'll just be waiting. You'll just be waiting for the ships to come in, so to speak. You'll be waiting for this. Not that you guys don't get along good, but you know, what is the partner waiting for? Are they not sure of the relationship? Are you maybe not everything that they wanted? Do they have unrealistic views? Because the truth is, there's never a perfect time to do anything, whether that's be married or have a baby or go to the next step in your relationship. I'm not talking about having a date with somebody and 2 or 3 weeks have gone by and you're ready for the commitment. I'm talking to the ones who have been in loving, committed relationships for 2, 3, 4 and plus years, and there still isn't that next level. Or you've been somebody's fiance for 2 or 3 or 4 years or something. What is the holdup? Maybe you could have a conversation starter, like, let's set a date and see what happens. All right. Now, in that next set of cards, we have the Six of Pentacles and that Queen of Swords. In your partner's column, we have the Four of Cups and the Ten of Cups. In your obstacles and challenges, you have the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Cups. And in your outcome, you have the Devil as well as the King of Swords. All right. So yeah, this is kind of the energy that I was talking about. You know, you could stay there and just sit still and look pretty, like that song. Not open your mouth. Not cause a stir. And you can continue to be the only person that is giving to the relationship. You can continue to be the one that feels kind of like you're a beggar in this relationship. You can feel either one of these roles right here. But the truth is, you know, you may have to, you know, draw the line in the sand as far as this relationship is going. Because if it's not going where you want it to go, then you're wasting your time. Regardless of how attached you think you are to this person, you're just going to wake up and it's going to be 10 years down the road and you're not going to have what you want. You feel like you wasted. You know, I hate to use the word, but you know, I'm 60 years old in September. And, you know, there's a lot of opportunities that you don't get anymore once you reach a certain age. So I would suggest you get what you want as far as, you know, whatever timeline you've set for yourself while you're still marketable. I'll just use that word, marketable. Of course, you know, you don't need a person in your life. You can be complete by yourself. But if you're looking for that marriage and that home and that security or children or something like that to happen, this is time to speak up about it, because you don't want, you know, you do have that sense of urgency, you know, talking about that biological clock that was ticking. We have this Empress that fell out of when I'm just laying these two cards down here, and this is like, yeah, maybe you're wanting a baby and they're not. Maybe you're wanting that marriage and they're not. So this is the time that you're going to have to decide, you know, what you want to do. Because believe me, if they don't, there's 100 other fellas that do want the same thing more. All right, so yeah, you have this 10 of Cups scenario that you're hoping for and you would like, but at the same time, your partner seems disinterested in wanting the same thing that you want. You know, they can have that that home life and the sex life and the companionship that you're offering them, but they're not really, you know, they're not really wanting that. You see them down here with the arms folded underneath the tree, and it's just like, it's just not what they want. It's just not what they want. Do not have your feelings hurt if you decide to back out of the marriage or back out of this relationship, and 6 weeks later they meet somebody and they get married and have a baby in the next year or so. That's nothing bad about you, because there's so many women that happens to, and they think, why couldn't they do that when they were with me? And they couldn't do that when they were with you because you were not the right person for them and they were not the right person for you. What happened was you opened up that space, and the person you need to be with is going to come to you, and the person that they needed came into their life. And I know that sounds horrible, but you know, sometimes it's better to be a little cold and to, you know, let that go. All right, now in your obstacles and challenges, you have that 7 of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So yeah, this is exactly what we're talking about. Your partner may be disinterested because there's a very possible chance that they could be maybe interested in something outside of the relationship, something that you don't know about yet, you know, and you are continuing to, you know, make this offer of love to your partner, and they're like, yeah. So when you get to your outcome, you have the Devil as well as the King of Swords, and this is the point in your turning point, basically, where you're going to have to say to yourself, I gotta let it go. You're gonna have to use your head over your heart and realize that the relationship was not going anywhere, that it was codependent at best. You know, a lot of times I read this card and say, okay, well, maybe there's alcohol or there's drugs or other things like that involved. I just feel like maybe it's more codependent, like you're the one doing all the work in this relationship, that you're the one who's trying to make it happen. If you slack up for even a minute, you drown, okay? You don't get where you need to be. All right, now in your last column, we have the World as well as Justice. In Partners column, we have the Knight of Wands and that 7 of Cups. I hate that card. In your obstacles and challenges, we have the Ace of Pentacles as well as the Queen of Pentacles. And in your outcome, we have the Knight of Pentacles as well as the Lovers. All right, so let's go. Yeah, you're going to make some hard decisions. Instead of sitting there waiting for your ships to come in, instead of trying to hang on to this, you know, and constantly do everything you can to please a certain person in order to make something happen. If that person wanted it to happen, it would be happening too. You can't really have control over someone else. And that's what I'm talking about, that codependent thing. You think that if you just did this better, or you did this more, or you know, lost 20 pounds, or you know, changed something, that everything would be better for you, when you're perfect all along. And these decisions right here that you're going to have to make is what's going to, you know, when you cut loose of those things, when you stop being the one to do all the trying and to making something happen that's just not there, this is when the world opens up to you. And when that does, you have a new you have a new energy about you, okay? and it's just not going to matter. You're going to disconnect from this here. Your partner is probably, like we were talking about before, they're unsatisfied because they feel seriously like something's missing. And so they're constantly maybe have their eye on 1,000 other things going on instead of focusing on that relationship. Maybe they go out with their buddies too much. Maybe they stay at the bar too often after work. Maybe they have opportunities with other options, people they're dabbling in just a little bit. We had that 7 of Swords that came up a little while ago. Okay, so when we get to your obstacles and challenges, we have that Ace of Pentacles and this Queen of Pentacles. And this shows me that there is new opportunity that is being presented to you once you decide that you're not sticking around to try to force a situation. You know, it can be very comfortable. It can be very comfortable where you are. But if you've given it all the time that you could, if you've spent and invested so much of yourself into it, you end up wasting a lot of yourself that is deserving to be given to the person right here. This is the universe offering you this opportunity, and here you are holding it right here. I would say grab it, head through that door, go on to your new life, because you will have that stability, and you do have this new love that is waiting to come into your life, you know. And, you know, I really feel like it's going to happen really quick. You're going to meet this new person if you haven't already met them. This is somebody that wants exactly the same thing and that same goals that you want, okay? This is the person that can actually offer, that can actually offer you this right here, all right? All right, Aries, so that is your love reading for the first week of July 2020. And I hope you guys enjoy that. And, you know, some people write me and tell me, you're always telling people to break up. You're always telling people to leave a relationship. That is always going to be your decision. I'm telling you what energies are around. I'm telling you what the cards are reading. You know, if you're happy staying there and having no more growth, then you stay there. When you're ready, when you are ready to move on, if you don't waste too much time, because we do have that Ace of Pentacles, you know, that's like an opportunity that's coming towards you. You know, I would say grab that new opportunity if it is going to provide you with what you are hoping for, okay? All right, guys, remember, I love you, and thank you so much for all of your comments, likes, shares, subscribes, and I will see you guys here next week. Okay, bye-bye. I love you.